Potch, Klerksdorp, Rustenburg, all these economy-driven platforms, communities that we don't have BNI, which is a great grow for all of us to actually achieve that. And I know when we had our first ED meeting, when we did the first vidcasts, Philip's dream was to add another 14 EDs to the team, which will make us a team of 30.
Sure, okay.
So having 30 leaders, all developing the members and the regions, we can get to our 10,000 in 2030.
Okay. All right, so there you have it. If you're keen on getting a region, but how does it work, Joleen? Is usually within the ranks or not?
Yes, it is definitely. The option goes to the ADs first, then the support members and things like that. And also there are some requirements. If you want to buy a region, you have to live within 50 kilometer radius of that specific area, especially if it's not developed yet. Because how can you build a community if you don't know the community? Yeah. That is not easy to do. So there are some requirements, and usually when that happens, if I look at my own region, driving 3.5 hours to go meet one person for coffee to try and explain the concept to them is not that easy. So we will most probably have partners that will grow the chapters and help us establish those chapters, where the current ED will be the mentor for that new person coming in, and eventually when the region is established, that part will be sold off. And that is currently how we're doing it. You become a partner in the business, and once it is viable, then it becomes your region.
Okay, but getting back to BNI in general, are you some days demotivated?
Yes, definitely. It's not all well and fun like everybody sees. There's things behind the scenes that members don't always realize. Usually, there's complaints that land on our table before it even reaches the chapter. Or it's complaints about a specific chapter or how a visitor was handled. And those things are demotivating because we put so much effort into training our teams on how to handle certain situations. And sometimes it just doesn't work. And then you also have personality clashes where you have a top 3 that you thought would be brilliant and they ruining the chapter. Or you have to have a difficult conversation where you have to close a chapter because it's just not viable anymore.
Yeah.
And that hurts. Not just the members, but the person responsible for the chapter, us as EDs, the support director, all of those, they get hurt in the process. And trying to then, when you are feeling hurt and demotivated through that, trying to encourage the rest of the team to keep going is not as easy. Sometimes it is demotivating. Sometimes you feel, I've had enough, I'm walking out. You do have those moments. You had that the same.
In a BNI context, yes.
Yes, definitely. Because sometimes it does feel like it takes over everything, and we are still trying to run our own businesses. And the worst part of BNI, which I think is kind of contradicting, is we approach business owners. And all of us became business owners because we don't fit into the little corporate box. We don't like rules, and now we slam rules at members. So yes, it's definitely obstacles that you face. It's definitely the stuff that land on your table that you thought, how could this have gone this far? And those are the things that demotivate you.
But what picks you up again?
Oh wow, receiving an email or a WhatsApp thanking you for the support, thanking you for an event that went well, thanking you for connecting them with a referral. I've got a member in my Tenacity chapter that I'm mentoring on a business level, not in BNI level, on her business. And I introduced her to someone that's in the same industry as what she is, and this person, business is based in Cape Town, they have a client in Joburg. And my mentee, is running that account now for them to a point where she loves it so much that it is the kind of content that she wants to continue doing. So it's not just the small things. Sometimes big things do happen. And those are great to have, but definitely the things that motivates anybody in BNI is the referrals that turns into business.
Yeah.
Those success stories. Yeah. Those little things that we see that other members didn't have. We had our awards in the East Rand last year, November, and each year we give a Givers Gain Award, which you got on national level this year. And I'll always go. I always go in my region and I say, okay, who asked for advice and actually implemented that what I gave them? Who was the pillar of the chapter? Who was the one that always stood out of the crowd, always said, hey, I'll help, always said, let's do this, let's try this, always motivated the rest of the chapters, the rest of the region. And much as you, busy with other things, didn't even hear your name, our Givers Gain Award last year for our region was a complete different character. He's an artist, so he's very weird. So dress code, everything is weird. I mean, he's got Q-tics on his nails and that kind of thing. He's an anime artist, if that makes more sense. So you can just picture this kind of fellow person. And again, when he got that award, the emotion in his face, getting that award, not knowing why. And what I do usually is I explain the why before I announce the name. And a couple of people in the region actually started shouting out his name as I read the motivation behind it, showing the impact that people have. Sure. And I think that is also a big thing in BNI where we have recognition, is highlighting the people that don't know they are making an impact.
Sure. But that's completely selfless at the end of the day. They're not doing it. It's Givers Gain. They don't do it to serve their own purpose. They do it for the betterment and the betterment of other members, to help others become better, like you are mentoring someone. You don't have to. There's no obligation for you to do it, but you are doing it because you want to help this person, so they can one day return the favor to someone else as well, most probably. So, yes. Joleen, our time is running out, and final thought pertaining to BNI. I know our viewers say, some viewers are asking, what is BNI? And we'll leave a link, go and do some reading, visit a chapter, reach out, ask where, and so forth. But final thought.
BNI is definitely a relationship business. It's not a get rich overnight scheme. It has a recipe that works, and if you follow the system, your business will grow. But you can't sit back and expect everything's going to fall on your lap.
Yeah.
As anything else, you have to work at it. The only difference is with BNI, you've got like-minded people that wants the same thing, driving towards the same thing, which is a support structure outside of your business that you don't have to pay for.
Awesome. Joleen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So to all our viewers out there, BNI Business Network International, South Africa, almost 3,000 members. I'm going to give one stat. In the last year, there was closed business of R1.055 billion, roughly, which equates roughly to 400,000 Rand per member. Now, I'm sure you can do with an additional 400,000, almost R500,000 Rand worth of additional business to your or turnover to your business. So go and check it out. Reach out if you want to learn more about BNI. I know we're a big advocate of BNI. BNI is integral in our business as well, and Unfiltered in a way. So, Joleen, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Please go like, share, and subscribe all our channels: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the above, LinkedIn, so that you can view more interesting, insightful stories like the one we just heard from Joleen. How there are tools and avenues for you as a business owner to be equipped, to be supported, to grow your business, but also, as we have had the conversation with Dr. Jerry Bezuidenhout about mental health. And it's a golden thread with all the guests we do have, that mental health is so important. We've had guests on our show, Cindy, as I mentioned, who also does suffer from mental health challenges, but also she is a business owner. What support is there in place? Not only from a therapeutic level or a counseling element, but from a business point of view as well. And that's where BNI also excels, because of the core value positivity that really helps fuel you, support you. I know even in our own region, when there's a member that goes through life's challenges, other members are there to huddle around them and support them to get through this as well. So there is a support structure as well in BNI. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please follow us. Please comment down below what your experience was with this episode, or if you're a BNI member, what's your experience with BNI? Be it positive or negative. We want to see your comments as well. I'm sure Joleen and the national team do want to see those comments. So be honest. Thank you once again. Until next time, cheers.
Feel the heat. No holding back, no playing it safe. We're taking up space, we're setting the pace. Louder than ever.